videos you're watching. Pistol Creek pan fishing. Pistol Creek pan fishing.
Hey folks, Chris here with Pistol Creek Pan Fishing. Hope you're doing well. So here we are at Labor Day weekend, where the speedboats and jet skis can make lake fishing really tough for us tiny boat and kayak anglers. That said, in today's video, we're going to use this opportunity to hit the banks of a small urban creek to do some ultralight fishing for bluegill, redbreast, and other panfish using a really neat little micro creature bait called the splatter bug. Being a panfish enthusiast, I always enjoy trying out new bug or creature shaped baits. They can be really effective since they imitate insects, which are a primary staple in the panfish's natural diet. In just a few moments, we're going to grab an ultralight spinning combo and use the splatter bug to catch a few panfish ourselves here. But before we head out, let's take an up close look at this lure along with some of the other gear we'll be fishing with. So here we have the splatter bug from Digger's Jig Tails, a small business located all the way up in the great state of Wisconsin. While this 1.1 inch soft plastic creature bait was designed for ice anglers, don't let that throw you off. It also works great for targeting bluegill, crappie, and other panfish in open water and warmer climates like we have here in the southern states. The splatter bug's micro-sized profile pairs well with small, lightweight jig heads or simple hooks with a short shank. We'll be using the 1/64 ounce Trout Magnet Jig Head with it here today. When it comes to underwater action, the splatter bug puts on a great looking presentation. When you jig it vertically or gently twitch your rod tip while retrieving it, the tiny paddle tail creates a smooth up and down gliding motion that beckons bluegill and bass like some sort of sunfish siren. Another really neat feature of this lure is that it's coated in anise oil, which is a time-tested fish attractant derived from star anise seeds. It's got a really strong licorice or root beer sort of scent to it, and the fish sure seem to like it. Digger's Jig Tails offers the splatter bug along with dozens of other neat creature-shaped micro baits in a variety of great-looking colors, which you can view by visiting their website at diggersjigtails.com. The ultralight spinning combo we'll be fishing the splatter bug with today consists of a 4.5 foot Shakespeare Micro Series rod paired with a Shimano Sahara 500 reel. The Shakespeare Micro Series is a super affordable ultralight fast action rod that you can find at Walmart and other retailers for around $20 or so. It makes for a great little throw and go rod for your vehicle or a fantastic first rod for anglers of all ages who want to experience the joys of ultralight fishing without breaking the bank. The fishing line we'll be using this trip is Verivus Trout Nylon in 2.5 pound test. Here comes one. This little Shakespeare Micro Series is always a good time. With these little panfish. Beautiful little fish there. Vibrant colors to it. Gorgeous. Let's turn it loose. There we go. Looks like a little red breast here. All right. What a beauty. Check out the colors on that little fish. Absolutely beautiful red breast sunfish. One of my favorites. Let's turn it loose here. Have you ever been bank fishing and saw a perfect spot you'd like to cast at, but weren't able to because of overhanging trees or thick brush? Well, the next time you find yourself in that situation, try this simple and easy technique called bank shooting. All you gotta do is start by opening the bail on your spinning rod while holding your line in place with your index finger. Next, you want to use 2 fingers from the opposite hand to pinch your jig head while keeping the hook tip safely away from your hand. Now slowly pull your jig head back to bend and load your rod blank like so. If you're using an ultralight rod, be careful not to get too aggressive with the bend, as you don't want to damage your rod tip. A slight bend should be all that's necessary. Finally, release your lure and the line from your bail at the same time to launch your lure into that hard to reach honey hole. Before trying this technique on the water, try practicing it at home using an empty box, bucket, or soda can to get the timing down and improve your aim. Just remember to stay safe and keep that hook tip away from your fingers. See what we got here. He's up underneath this tree in the shade. Hey, there we go. I think we got another red breast here. Yeah. Beautiful, beautiful fish. I never get tired of catching these little guys. Look at that beautiful pattern up by his eye, mouth there. Those orange tipped fins. Very nice. Let's turn it loose. We got another fish here. Just as soon as the lure hit the water. Thought I'd throw it in a limb there for a second. He's bending the little Micro Series on us here. Let's see what we got. Oh, a bass. Come on in here, fella. Even the bass went in on the action here on the splatter bug. Very nice. It's a good looking fish. Let's turn him loose. Here he comes. Let's see what we got here. All right, a rock bass. I was hoping we'd get into some of these today. Those those red eyes. Let's turn it loose here.
Way down yonder in the Tennessee hills, gonna do some pan fishing for crappie and gills. You're watching Pistol Creek pan fishing. Pistol Creek pan fishing. Pistol Creek pan fishing.
Hey now. Another red breast sunfish, all right. Check that out. Isn't that pretty? Here comes another rock bass, looks like. Yes, sir. Another beautiful little rocky there. Very nice. Let's set him free. Saw that guy take it off the bottom there. Just a small bass. Little bitty fella. There we go. Let's turn him loose. There we go. Like a pretty chunky little rock bass there. Yes, sir. He inhaled the splatter bug there. See if we can get it out of it. It's around the roof of his mouth, but it's way back in there. There we go. Very nice. Turn him loose here. Got him. Not sure what this one is yet, but it's pulling pretty good. We can keep him from getting us wrapped up here. Well, that's a nice rock bass right there. That is one healthy little panfish. Check that out. That one's got the girth to it. Let's set him free here. Here comes one up the side of the bridge here. See if we can hoist him up without breaking our line. There we go. Bet this dude's like, where in the heck are you taking me? Another nice rock bass. These things sure are fun on this little ultralight rod and reel setup. Yes, sir. Let's turn him loose. Perfect 10. All right, folks, that's going to do it for this episode of Pistol Creek Panfishing. Thanks so much for watching. If you hadn't already, please consider subscribing to the channel. We'll catch you next time.